My name is Cathy Hwang. I'm a professor at UVA Law School, and my new book, Business Associations, A Modern Approach, is co-authored with Paulo Saguato and is coming out this fall. The book basically has one goal: to make students excited about learning. In this case, we're talking about getting excited about learning business law. So they're also along the way learning things like how to look things up on the SEC's electronic database, how to write a professional transactional email, how to think about advising a business or negotiating a contract. So it's all wrapped up in this one introductory course to business law. So in choosing the cases, we've tried to pick cases where, regardless of what you're interested in or what your background is, you can relate to that case, right? So we have a case about fair housing in Amherst, Massachusetts. We have a case about skiing, which is something I learned to do in my 30s and really like. We have a case about predatory student loans, and that really rings true. We also have like a bunch of cases about law firm partners who hate each other or steal cases from each other, or we have cases about like the interesting bazillionaires of our age and their acquisition practices. And I think the idea is, regardless of what brings you to business law, whether it's I have to take this because of the bar or I really want to be an M&A lawyer, you can find something in these cases that excites you. Business law is everywhere, but you don't see it until you see it, until I show it to you. So one of the first things I do on my first day of business law is we talk about what it means to be a principal and what it means to be an agent, right? So a corporation, the shareholders are the principal and the managers are the agent acting on their behalf. But we see this in lots of different, situations, right? Like a pizza delivery driver is the agent of Domino's. If you ask me to go buy you a Rice Krispie treat, I am your agent. So I ask students to bring their own experiences into class, and students have like all sorts of cool experiences. Like one student worked at like Rita's Italian Ice. I had a student who worked at the Cheesecake Factory. I had students who were selling Girl Scout cookies and they are the agent of the Girl Scouts and distributing these cookies, right? So like, what I hope to do is to let students know that their experiences are business experiences and they're totally relevant and they can be great business lawyers if they want. What I'm trying to do through business law is to spark a love of learning. So sometimes I joke that like, what we're in is we're in a book club together. I chose the book and it's a little bit of a boring book because it's a business law book, but like we're all gonna talk about it together and like bring our own experiences in. And I think that students of all backgrounds can bring stuff to business law.